Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
So 1 minute, you're mad at Black Lives Matter because you say they too violent. Then you're mad at Kaepernick because he's taking a silent protest. So if you're quiet, you're wrong. If you're loud, you're wrong. Malcolm X always told you about this. If you're telling me that if I stand up, I'm wrong, if I sit down, I'm wrong, then at what point do I stop giving a fuck about what you have to say?
Basically.
Right. Can I ask a question?
Please.
Rob, I'm just curious. Maybe you guys know, maybe you don't. I don't even know. You know, when you watch the media and they link Black Lives Matter with Antifa people, right? So you see, you just groaned, right? Like, how did that happen?
Because it's the media. They create these false narratives, just like it's the same way they created the false narrative of it being an anthem protest.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, like, I feel like I didn't notice when, like, that just kind of spun together, but I was like, I don't remember this being like that.
Yeah.
So
well, the whole Black Lives Matter thing, to me, when somebody creates, it's so hypocritical and stupid that that's why a lot of times I don't even talk about it. If somebody comes to me and says, save the whales, absolutely no one on this planet would go, hey, but what about dolphins? Nobody would do that.
Right.
So what it is that Black lives don't matter, so how dare you say it does?
Right.
It's racist, and everybody's afraid to call it what it is. It's racist. You're mad because black people are saying that their lives matter too. But at the same token, and I have said this before, listen, and I'll say this publicly, I don't give a damn who I work for or what they have to say about it, but this is God's honest truth. If you, as a matter of fact, I'll make an analogy. Let's say you have a girl, right, that you're interested in, and this girl is not interested in you. She calls you ugly. She says you're not attractive. It will never happen. Every time you try to do something nice, she disrespects you. She never lets you know that she cares about you in one way, shape, or form, right? Then all of a sudden one day you say, well, you know what? Fuck that girl. And then she goes, fuck me? What? How could you say such a thing? How crazy is that?
That's insane.
So you're going to let black people know your life don't matter. I'm going to kill you and jail you more than anybody else. I'm going to disrespect you. Not only am I going to kill you, there's a case just recently where a cop said he was going to kill a guy, killed the guy, they still let the cop off. So you're going to do everything you can to disrespect me. So when I say fuck America, you going to look at me crazy? You going to take me to stairs because I said fuck America? Fuck America. America can suck my dick. And if anybody got a fucking problem, you cannot have a problem with me saying that and then treat me like a second and third class citizen at the same time. It ain't going to fucking happen.
There you go. There you go. Exactly.
So black people can say fuck America, and nobody better not say shit about it because you don't think we American anyway.
Yep.
So you don't think we're American, but don't disrespect America. Fuck you, fuck America, and fuck your respect.
There you go. I stand with my brother.
And anybody got a problem with it, come at me. Because I'm not like one of these bootlicking niggas who's going to sit back and tap dance. I'm going to direct that. I'm going to approach that directly. And until you address that, don't come to me with your attitude about what I'm saying about your freaking country. Fuck your country.
Please. Exactly.
Your country don't mean shit to me. And if you want to say, well, go back to Africa, well, let me go and check those first-class ticket prices because I didn't get here in the first place on my own. So that's gonna be on your fucking dime.
I say that all the time.
I'll be glad to leave. Glad to leave. Let's check those prices, and I want first class. I'm not going coach.
Yep.
I agree with everything you say. Just so you know, my silence is not disagreement there.
Right.
Listen, no, I understand. But I'm just stating my position because I get so tired of people, and I use that analogy because it's an appropriate analogy. If somebody's disrespecting you over and over and over again, and then you say, "Well, fuck you," and then they go shocked and chagrined because you said "fuck you." How can any person in America that knows how black people get treated in America have an issue with a black person? Like when Reverend Wright said, "Goddamn America." Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. You lucky it wasn't me.
Damn right.
He was nice. Because I would have said exactly what I said on this phone. Fuck America. America suck my dick and I'll grab my nuts while I'm saying it.
Basically.
And then you're going to turn around and tell me, oh, well, you're wrong. But then again, this cop can get off for killing y'all.
Exactly. After he said it. You know? Ridiculous. Makes no goddamn sense. Hey, listen. Let me move the conversation real quick because you guys are talking about the anthem, and I wanted to kind of segue into that with Roger Goodell issuing a mandate that all NFL players stand during the national anthem. I'm glad you want to talk about that because I wanted to ask y'all about that. Did they change the rule now?
No. I got some new news. He said either yesterday or today there will be no policy change.
There will be no policy.
And I wonder why, because I was going to say he can't really do that. He can't. That's a constitution. You have a constitutionally protected right to protest.
Right, exactly.
So he can't. The NFL, they're already in hot water anyway. So I would be surprised if they would. And then also, if you change the rule, wouldn't you be? What was that whole shit about y'all being against Trump?
Right.
Aren't you kind of like shooting yourself in the foot? Like Jerry Jones. Like Jerry Jones kneels with the players, and then next thing he said, "Well, we can't have any disrespect on flag." Well, what was you doing, nigga?
Well, let me clarify a little. I think they kneeled right before the anthem was played, and then they stood and locked arms together.
So he agrees with Trump then. He just did the pussy way out.
Basically.
Yeah, he basically said
I
tried to appease everybody. You know one of those BS statements.
Yeah, fence straddlers. You know what happens to them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, let me just add on that Goodell said he said in a meeting he was interviewed, he said, "What we've had is unprecedented dialogue over the last year with our players, our owners, with community leaders and law enforcement. What we plan to do is have a very in-depth discussion with the players and owners next week to make sure we truly understand the issues and also understand the approach we want to take together with the players to address these issues in our communities."
NFL has lost me. Because if they really were really principled, you know what each NFL team would do? Each NFL team would take a knee during the national anthem in solidarity with with Colin Kaepernick and the protest against police brutality in America. Because taking a knee does not mean that you're against the country. It does not mean you're against the anthem, and it doesn't mean that you're against the flag. You're taking that opportunity to highlight something that's going on that you do not agree with. Unless you agree with black people being killed disproportionately, then go ahead. Business as usual.
Can I say something on Goodell? Real quick, just
proceed,
I think that whole statement right there is the beginning of them, the NFL, like the owners trying to cover themselves, right? And they're not going to do it this season. I'm not saying that, but I think they're going to try to move into like crazy, like advertising and pushing for community outreach, and then they're going to turn it around like as if the players had no point with their protests. They got together, they decided, what was good, and it's like now the NFL is channeling that energy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they're going to try to spin that narrative as if people didn't know what this was about. They came together, came up with a plan, and now they're trying to use that energy. Like I really, truly believe that's what Goodell is going to do with that. And that's why he made the statement, we're going to meet with everybody and then do the community work, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they did with the Ray Rice situation. When after the Ray Rice situation, they spun it and started making service announcements for battered women and that sort of thing.
Right, it's all a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to try to make it look like the players were fools. Like as if they had no idea what they were doing, which is, obviously offensive.
Right.
All over the place.
Right.
But I think that statement like lines up doing that perfectly. I think.
Yeah, a lot of hypocrisy going on. Yeah, a lot of hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of bullshit. Because that's just what it is. They are seriously shooting themselves in the foot every time this guy gets in front of a podium with a mic. He's making an ass of himself, and the league is making an ass of themselves. That's just what it is. It truly is. It's
the
pathetic.
Big pink elephant in the room is that Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job. So that says everything you need to know about the NFL and every NFL team.
There you go.
It says everything you need to know. Until Colin Kaepernick is working in the NFL, the NFL can't say shit. Because the very reason that Colin Kaepernick is protesting is the reason why he don't have a job.
Basically. Yep.
Right. I mean, you look at all these teams that are, 3-2. Look at the Jets. You're telling me if they signed Kaepernick right now, they wouldn't be better off than with McCowan?
Well, you know what? I mean, you know what, Rob? Let me just say this real quick. The thing is funny. On Twitter, Sean King, a guy that I follow on Twitter, he had posted quite an interesting stat. Yeah, he posted quite an interesting stat. I think it was like 15 or 16 quarterbacks in this past week. They had a worse QB rating than Colin Kaepernick. But yet they were out there playing that this past Sunday. You understand? And Colin was sitting unemployed. It's bullshit.
And the only thing Colin Kaepernick did was take a knee. That's it.
I got the stats up right here. 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 90.7 rating. The 4 interceptions was his second lowest in his career, right? 90.7 is his third highest of his career. He was 98.3, 91.6.
Okay.
15 touchdowns, third highest of his career. So this guy is not coming off any risky season that any team that wants to put themselves in a position and they got a crappy quarterback, and like you said, there is about 15 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it right there. That's it right there.
Exactly. There you go.
That's no function. How hard would it have been to, first of all, just support players against police brutality? I mean, it's not really that. Like that's like fucking common sense.
Right.
And B, just hire a guy who's a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Better than who you have. I mean, if you would have done those two things, you have no problem on your hands. But because you didn't, you were worried, God forbid. I don't really understand who's for police brutality except for Trump. So,
well, apparently the NFL.
No, I mean apparently a lot of people. I don't mean it like that. I really don't mean it like that. But but that's still it's a stupid thing to be for. And maybe I'm naive. There just has to be more people against it than for it. But I could be naive.
Well, I believe in the country there might be more people against it, but I believe in NFL there's more people for it.
I'll agree with that.
Because not one team had the balls. And this guy didn't do anything. He didn't do anything except take a knee. And you got guys who's raping people, killing people, drunks. You know what I'm saying? Drug addicts, all this other stuff, pedophiles and freaks. They can have jobs, but this guy took a knee to protest police brutality against black folks, and it's the most. He's like the second coming of Louis Farrakhan for doing that.
Exactly.
Because the reality is that black lives do not matter.
No.
It doesn't matter. So if black lives don't matter, fuck you and your bullshit ass country. How about that?
Yep.
Oh, you getting emotional now? You getting triggered by what I said? You feeling a little snowflakey because I said fuck America? Really? Oh, you mad?
What a shame.
You mad? You want a tissue? Fuck you and your little butthurt feelings and your fucking butthurt emotions. I don't give a shit, just like you don't give a shit about me. How about that?
Right.
It was war they wanted and war they got, but they wilted in the heat with my